Queens, not the original. We keep the original. I'm just holding it for Ms. Beran until this case we see take off. So we're gonna put this one side, but we have copies. And what we've done is to do a letter to the district attorney who's in charge of Queens. And if she doesn't act, I think there's enough public pressure on her to act based on this case and what is out there in the public domain. She has a duty to act, because I've seen many district attorneys act on less evidence and less suspicion. So she has a duty. She's a public elected official. And we will be calling her out and we'll be working with her. I must tell you that she is a hard-working person. She's accustomed to cold cases. As a matter of fact, there was a case recently, Rita Prasad, that she pursued with a Lamborghini, struck a guy in his home and killed her just at Christmas time. And they've got the Lamborghini, they run the registration, they run cameras. Eventually they found the person responsible. Correct. So that they are accustomed to this kind of thing. Now, Denise Hiraman, when I got it from the internet also, it says she was missing since August 27, 1999. And how 5 feet 3 inches, 90 pounds, and she was 30 years old. And there's also things of her, how she would look now, you know. But she has distinguishing characteristics. She's Guyanese female, black hair, brown eyes. She has a burn scar on her right forearm. Right, Mom?
Yes.
Her ears are pierced multiple times. She had her hair dyed brown with blonde highlights at the time she disappeared, and sometimes braided her hair with extensions in a Jamaican style. You all know what that is, right?
Well, she for the family got that Jamaican style.
Yes,
in there,
yes.
So she likes that.
Yeah, it's a nice style. She often dresses suggestively. Well, I know who put it there.
So who wrote this?
She mean like a teenager. This is from a website.
Another thing I want to bring up with the police. When Denise was, before Denise missing, Denise had this born on Shahan.
Right.
So I was like, how you get this born? Well, who born you there? And she said, oh, she get born with cigarette. I said, how you get born with cigarette? Yes, and I've been dressing it because I'm a CNA. I've been taking care of it. And then I got to find out that it's gang related. You got to born yourself. So I don't know if this girl was
Well,
in a
these
gang.
are all leads that they know about that. She just like the Crips.
the police know all of that.
You got the Crips and the Bloods. These are gangs. You got to go through initiation to get in there, mafia and so on.
Well, all that the
So
police
this,
know.
they know
I
about
got
all
told
these
that.
tattoos and signs where it leads to. This belongs to this gang. So we go to this gang. We arrest the whole gang and bring them in, or invite them into this precinct and ask them, well, what do you know about this person? This person has your tattoo on her hand. When she became a member, how was she in this? How, what could have happened to her? Did you do anything to her? Was this part of the ritual? What went on? And she smoked cigarettes, and they call her Denise and say her hair is sandy colored. She wears contact lenses. Her names are Pinks and Pinky. Good. So they have enough there.
Okay, they got everything, the full description.
Yeah, so they can't say they don't have.
One time the cops called me from 106. They hold Denise and she friend them in the park by 127th Street.
They skip school.
And they skip school and they call me and tell me, I got your daughter here, she's high. So I was like, what do you mean? Could you explain that?
Because you know what
I
high
didn't know what was high.
So of course, this is what she would look like.
They said that
now.
she was smoking something.
Yeah, she would look like that at 39.
I turn and I tell them, I say, lock her up. Probably if they didn't lock her up, they would have get something from her.
Yeah.
But the next Denise coming home smiling, telling me, it wasn't me, I was just sitting on the bench, it was my friend smoking.
I know.
End of
Well, listen,
story.
all
They
of us
didn't do
have
nothing.
kids, and that happens to kids. That doesn't mean that you can say anything negative or hold anything negative against them. They're entitled to justice, and their right to life is sacred. So whether they smoke a cigarette or whether they, skip school, that doesn't mean that their rights are diminished in any way.
Because everybody's life is valuable. Life is
Exactly.
valuable. So, and we have people to protect that. Now, like I said, their rights were violated somehow or the other.
Yeah,
Let me
they
get
didn't
one.
do enough.
Yeah,
That's the
sorry.
one. I always run into the precinct or calling them by the house till they want to lock me up. So after the
Jesus.
locking up, I didn't really do much call because I was just scared.
Exactly. Now, folks, we have Rudolph M. Balgobin. I checked him out, and he is now, not personally, but his credentials, he's 56 years old. He was born on the 14th of May, 1968. Somehow they put race as white, but that's wrong. It's
That's
murder,
wrong.
right? Set to be released from corrections in the May. I think it is sometime, not a few years or so. But they have his photograph there. It didn't come out in this printout. But the thing is, that talked about him being in a Florida jail. Now, I'm not saying, and I can't give myself the liberty as a legally trained man that he did this, but all I'm saying is this. He needs to be interrogated.
Yes.
You understand, Rhonda?
I agree.
He needs to be asked a few questions. Whether they're going to ask it in a nice way or the police have techniques. They went to police academy for that. We can't go like Seeta. I heard you say you're glad to go. And they could probably take you there and say, do you recognize that woman sitting out there?
Yeah,
and
definitely.
you can say, yes, Auntie Seeta. And, you know, she received your letter. This is your letter. And we'd like to know, Rudolph, what do you know about this case? If you didn't do it, then who did? Let us know, because we're going to check out your story. Don't lie to us. Because when you lie to the cops, you lie to the FBI.
Albert, the thing is that he was so close to both of these women that disappeared here.
Correct.
And the fact that they catch him with a body,
Yes.
they catch him with a body in his trunk,
Yes.
that alone should have been thing for
Red
them to
flag.
go back and talk to him again.
Exactly.
Take a second look at this man.
Correct.
It's not rocket science. Take a second look at him.
Correct.
The police at one police plaza, the detectives, well, there are so many of them through these cases, told me they can do nothing until Rudy decides to talk. When he decides to talk, they have people who would listen.
Well, I tell you
They
something.
tell
So who we talking to?
Man, now we
A
talking
lot
about
of detectives
CJ.
know how to make you talk. They could make what this guy was
Man,
arrested
if they really
the fancy
give me
rapper.
now, I might be making talk.
Less than that, they can make OJ and all these big fancy people
That's what I'm
talk.
saying,
They have the
yeah.
ways and means of doing. Trust
And
me.
they could make him
They
talk.
can make a
if they
president of the
wanted
United
to.
States talk when
Yep.
they get ready. By
That
how
is
they get.
crazy.
That's why they go to police academy for.
I got a letter saying the man said, I will tell you what I know about your daughter. What more than that
And that's
do
a
you
good
want?
point. Now let's go from there, Beran, Miss Seeta. He said he want money from you.
Yes.
That is extortion.
$200,
The cops
yeah.
got to say whether it's 200 or 500 or 2,000.
Right.
You are guilty of extortion. So you know,
Yeah,
brother.
because
Look
you
at
got
that
a letter,
sunlight.
right?
Yes, I have the letter here where he clearly mentions that send me
I would give him
$200
$2,000 if he
so
could
I
tell
can
me. what
buy
happened.
some food now, and I will tell you where your daughter is. And he talk about how she was missing during the snow, and they are during a big snowstorm. So
can't
he's
even
showing
remember
knowledge.
that.
you know all of this.
When this thing happened, he's
I
showing a
can't
lot of
remember all
details
of that.
that he must be. When
He
I looked
know.
at that from I was a prosecutor. I prosecuted a lot of these murder cases in Guyana before I came here and sent them to prison.
Oh, so yeah,
So
he
would
did
know.
say the day she ran away, it was
Was
snowing.
snowing.
There was a big snowstorm.
he
So
don't
then
know.
he knows stuff
Correct.
about it. Right, Becca sent me a picture of Shelly and Pinks. And he wanted her to send pictures of them.
I
$200
did.
money somewhere there.
Yeah, he said that if he can let her know what he knows about her daughter, if she send that money for him, whatever the case is.
$200,
Yeah,
right?
$200.
Please
yeah.
put $200. He give you account and he got your
Yeah.
number there. So they have enough in this letter here. This is going to go to the District Attorney of Florida, Interpol, and also the District Attorney of Queens. But I've done a letter here that puts
Okay.
this thing in proper perspective, and I'll put the exhibits
Okay.
that we've gathered from the internet. So she will know that this is not no case that under the rug.
No,
You understand,
it's
Seeta?
been documented over
Just
here.
because you got a nice rug here, very nice rug in your house, Natasha too, you can't push it under the rug.
No.
I think they got the papers on one police plaza under some desks.
Correct, the desk
Get him-
there.
get
And if
him-
they ain't they got enough here to reopen and go to the number one
These
suspect.
people don't even call
Rudy.
me. This detective on one police plaza.
Well, they
now
can
we
start
had the
calling now
vigil.
because due to
He
Rhonda's
ain't even
efforts
call
and
and say, well, what happened, Miss
that
Vera?
vigil, I've
Nothing.
seen it reported in Caribbean Life.
Oh, yeah, it's in
all
Kaicho, it's
over.
in
And then on the
Yeah,
paper,
and
then
so
now they're
forth.
looking for paper. I can't
Yeah.
find one
It
yet.
was,
Yes, and if you go online, you can print them out,
Oh,
which I
I
did.
could print it out.
Yeah.
And I'm going to send them in this letter to her after you all sign this letter.
Mm-hmm.
We sign. And I'm going to put a cover letter as district leader.
Okay, yes.
That I have been gotten these. I know this family well, and I know I can vouch for their credibility, and what they've said is true, and we need to follow up. You need to follow up and investigate this case. For example, it's going to go to Melinda Katz. She's the head honcho.
Okay.
Don't worry, we want a 6 precinct for now.
Okay.
When she called them, they got to say, why do I have to jump? Because they're cops.
Yeah.
This is a district attorney. She is
Okay.
the head of all criminal investigations in Queens. And she got to run for election in another 2 years. This is how politics work, how we get
voted for her
involved.
already.
You vote for her the last time. She must. And I'm going to write here because I put this. Okay, let me read it to me. It'll be very quick. Read Denise Hiraman Shellyann Sankar, missing since 1999, Richmond Hill, Queens jurisdiction. Please call to reopen case and investigate.
Yeah.
Our family respectfully write to you for long overdue justice. which has been laid for over 25 years,
Yeah,
as you mentioned.
definitely, yes.
I believe that the criminal justice system failed these children, our family and our community,
Yes.
who collectively held a vigil and rally to keep hope and faith alive last Sunday at the Richmond Hill Triangle, which we were there, and thanks to you, Rhonda, that you organized that.
What I can do too, so I could do a, what you call this, would be a petition on
Yes.
the internet, and the more
Correct.
people that sign, I
Correct.
think you gotta get over 2,000 signatures,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So if I do a petition, you guys would have to sign it so that he could also submit
Right.
that petition with these files here. So I'm
Well,
gonna
your
work on a
viewership
petition.
alone, you have a moral duty. You're
Definitely.
listening to the show, sign your name for justice.
No, just sign the
It can happen to
petition.
you
Yes.
tomorrow. This is a wake-up call for this community. We just can't be here and all that. That is why I ran for since 1999. They had a white politician in there, served Maltese, and he said that he wanted to legalize racial profiling. So all three of we
Yes.
don't have no rights. If somebody steals from the store, they come and arrest Baldeo,
true.
Rhonda,
And Seeta.
or and if a white person did the act, he got to go. No, you don't touch money. Stop your car to frisk, to look for drugs and all kind of thing. So this would have made us apartheid, like you know, people who don't have a voice, people who don't really care. Apartheid system they were trying to bring in here. That's why I got involved. That's why I ran. And of course, the rest is history. We got a went after me. So my thing to you is that all of you who looked at thousands of people, you need to sign that petition.
Yeah, I'm gonna
you
do
have
a
a
petition.
moral obligation. You just can't be having Rhonda bring ideas and seats and views to you and help try to uplift this community, and you turn back and say, oh, that was a nice show. Hell, let me go and, you know, and do what we got. You sign the petition.
Yes, just to ask
That's
them to
fine.
reopen the case.
Correct.
That's it. Look,
That
reopen the
kind of
case.
pressure
Yes, yes.
Sign. Get
make
everybody
somebody
to
move.
sign.
And then if
Yes.
she don't move, then we go to the U.S. State Attorney General.
Okay.
And he can call them and say, Queens, what really going on there? I got a petition with 2,000 people. The elections are on right now too. So more so we want these people to vote for us.
Yeah.
So how come they're all over the place and you have not done anything in this case? That is how public pressure works.
Okay.
And that is how you get change. Like when we carried the busload to City Hall to protest basement because they were coming and giving tickets and so on. They weren't given in Howard Beach. They said it's mother and daughter apartment. They weren't given in that place up in Brooklyn there and all these other fancy areas, Rhonda. They were coming to the Guyanese people and targeting us. That is what they were doing
Okay.
us. So my daughter Denise Hiraman, a student, and her close friend Shellyann Sankar, a real estate salesperson, both lived at 10451 115th Street. Some of you have lived around there.
Some of y'all living in the house right now.
Right now you're living in the house. There might be DNA in that house
That's
of Denise.
it.
There would be a link to her, especially with new sciences and so forth.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing. I heard you mention that they would have buried the body.
Yeah,
a
like I was
possibility.
asking if there's a possibility.
And you never know if they do it there. There's some serial killers. This looks like a serial killer case.
I
Yes.
think
With
so,
two young
yes,
girls
I
here, and
think
then another
so.
body with a dead body found in a trunk. That is more, as we lawyers show and prosecutors, similar fact evidence you can take to a jury that if two birds are missing and a third bird is found dead in the company of this person, the same similar circumstances, there's enough to convict. And I have one case
Because
like
who
that.
know if they didn't catch him with that body and he had buried her somewhere, this would have been another missing person.
Correct.
Right?
He would have,
And
and
who
he might
is
several
him,
other
Anna
people.
Rolla, that he get her driver's license to give to Shellyann.
Yeah.
That name I could never forget. I tell the police them all about Kim Anna Rolla. Let they investigate who is
That
this
he got
person
that
from
police.
Florida.
Wow. So this is, I'm not saying that Rudy is the only person. This may be a gang, like you said, she had the gang. When the gang gives you something to do and you don't do it, whether they might have asked her to do, then she might have paid a price. And that is not right. This is what happens to our young children. You know, you
I
can't
don't
blame
think
them.
that it's gang related. I don't
I
believe
don't think
so.
it's gang
I
related.
don't think
Probably
so.
she's trying to big up herself with her friend them, you know.
Well,
There's too much that ties Rudy into this.
yes.
There's so
as a
much that
chief
ties him
suspect.
as the main suspect. Matter of fact, the only suspect, because
Correct.
there is so much. The fact that he get caught with a body, but
Yes.
Albert, that is not coincidental.
Correct.
It's
That's
too
similar
much.
fact
It's
evidence.
It's what
Compelling,
another
strong evidence.
instinct
You with a
says.
whole body. You just left a state with two girls that you know that you hang
Right.
with every day disappeared. You can't find
But
these
let me
two
tell
girls.
you all a story.
You
right?
move and they find you with a body now.
A real case in Guyana.
A
prosecuted.
mother
Jesus
instinct
Christ.
is like Rudy knows about
Yes.
that.
Yeah, you.
There's a man
Yes.
named, I even remember the man named up to now, 1985, I was a young prosecutor. Two young men, this man named Jibu, Farmer Jibu. He also
Farmer
carried a
Jibu. I
whole
know
setup.
Jibu.
You know him?
I know Jibu.
You know he died, right?
I
Was
know
that,
he
you know he died
He
there?
was
Tell
from
somebody.
Charlestown there.
Oh,
He
Charlestown,
had a
right.
pharmacy. Jibu.
Correct. but this was also a farm person in Essequibo in the back dam. And the two boys carry and say, like, we go for a walk. Now he's walked with a lot of money. He's walked with the money as old Indian folks do in the, you know, the clothes. They carried the man in, and 2 hours later they emerged without the man. So like Rhonda was saying, this is such compelling evidence that two people were answerable to Mr. Jibus. They didn't have DNA then, they didn't have cameras. You don't get cameras in the forest.
They had nothing appearing.
But I told the jury, if a cat has, if two cats have a mouse, and they carry the mouse into the wherever,
but what I'm trying to
and
figure
they come back without the mouse, Rhonda, who killed the mouse?
The two cats.
The thing that I'm trying to figure out is like they never did anything. So what kind of evidence? I don't think they took no DNA tests from that bedroom. Nothing.
No, they
Back
had
then, they didn't even have DNA. But then back then they still used to do stuff because they took samples from whatever back then. And now they're breaking all these cold cases. But since they did absolutely nothing, they never looked for nothing. They ain't got nothing.
I think I got
that's a great point. And not only the DNA, you got the man write a letter say you want money. To tell you want to your daughter.
Yeah.
So if they cops, and I hope they look at the show, you got what she talked about DNA, which you can get from the mom and the family alive surviving. And you got this confession statement here, 2 pages, in his own handwriting. So he has his own handwriting on that, which I have a lead. So you really don't belong in the police force or in the detectives or anywhere else if you are taking money from our tax dollars and you can't help us with crime and discrimination.
And I think Shelly-Ann had known, but she probably didn't want to say nothing at the time, because why would Shelly-Ann take me to the empty houses that Rudy had to show? She took me to 2 of those houses.
Could you remember those homes?
One was by that park. I don't know. I can't remember.
They might be able to pull up a listing and investigate well, because these
one
things
was
go
by a
into
park, and up to now that bothers me. I walk through the house and I didn't.
They can find it wrong, and they can get a broker. There might be a public listing, you know, with LIBOR, the real estate board.
That park.
Just got to put it to the MLS, the multiple listing service, and there again you can get who lists what in what year and pull that up.
But they say he was such a crook, they don't even think that he was registered.
Yeah, he might have done it off the books here, but whether he registered, what you do, you got this letter here where he signed.
Yeah.
And look, his name signed here, look. Rudolph Balgabin. Very big. Right? Rudy. So this letter is exhibit number 8, exhibit number 1.
Really lick him down. You got if that boy didn't jump by the masjid on that thing.
This same guy?
Yes, I saw him and I was so upset, and I just started driving, man. My car was up the curb and really jumped the curb, and he was on the other side. Knock him down.
Oh, see, no, I wouldn't have thought you
no, but at that time it was just fresh.
No, I think it was fresh.
Nobody didn't help
I understand.
So I wanted to do something real bad to him.
But hold out. I mean, have faith. You have already a beacon of light and hope.
Yes.
You have brought this case to such a level after 25 years to inspire other people that right now we may be on the verge. We may be on the verge of a breakthrough here now.
Yeah,
so we got to take it to the end, to Interpol, the United States Attorney General, the District Attorney here.
Yeah.
And all these people must know about this case, because when we just to complete this thing here, now both of them have a loving, like you made a good point, Rhonda, and a convenient life.
Yeah, they do.
And we're not short of anything. Hence, why would they run away for such comfort? They failed to communicate after all these years, refute the convenient theory the 106 precinct used to neglect this case, that they were delinquents or runaways. The cats from one mother to another. I can assure you that Denise would have communicated with me in one way or another over the last 25 years. A phone call, email. Mom, Denise, I'm all right. I'm sorry, I'm gone, but you take care of yourself. I've got a new life. And, you know,
that is very true.
Right, but what they did is just slam the door on our face. And
I used to get calls all hour in the morning when this just happened, 3, 4 o'clock, and I was like, Denise, I know you're there. Denise, answer the phone. And nobody would answer. And I tell the police all that other people, you don't even want to listen to me.
They can trace these calls. They can trace them, which is which is weird.
You think he was taunting you guys?
Probably he was.
Yeah.
Or it could be that he had a confession to make and let you know. Sometimes these things do happen.
Because for a random, like if a random person kidnapped her, why would she be getting those phone calls? That random person wouldn't know the house number back then, you know.
Things like that.
This had to be somebody that was close to them that was doing it.
I didn't want to confess, or I didn't want to give information, or I want to tell you, listen, I can't tell him a name, but look in the so-and-so area of them house.
One time they sent me to meet black guy, tall guy. I was working. It's with Left Rock City, and he can tell me about Denise, and he tell me Denise is under some place with a water and all kind of thing, and I must go.
Oh, so you
back.
took a read?
No, well, it's not read. This
It's
guy
what?
actually tell me that he know where Denise there through Rudy. And I gotta go with his son's a date, and he can tell me where. And I
Well,
just
so
left,
somebody
but I was
told you?
scared. I was scared. I said, nah, I ain't going nowhere and reach nobody.
No, you're right.
Oh yeah,
because-
before they, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. So
Because
you,
I was really looking for Denise.
I know
all
you were
about.
desperate and you
Oh.
wouldn't.
All about.
Because nobody helping you. Police and helping
Yep.
you. You were scared of the police then, like we
I
talked
got in the
about.
police every
Like
day, tell the
Natasha
people
said.
I lock me
We
up,
were
and I
very
could
scared of
lock me
police
up.
until we know that once we get something and we come into this little Guyana,
Yeah.
they're going to pull that stunt on us. Because they used to stop us and ticket us, and we used to be scared. Lawyers, doctors, and who? They had a man named Dr. Jagu, we a prominent physician. He's
know
probably
him.
got the most money in Guyana. He's been there for 40 years. He come and live in Howard Beach, and they throw him running down the road.
Yep.
And he's a doctor. So a lot of us
Okay.
believe that we're going to simulate and we're going to be this and we can be that. In their eyes, we're nobody.
Yeah,
and a
that's
lot of the best of them got billions in the bank and prestige.
2
Realize that now.
2 years ago, I paid psychic money. Because somebody tell me the lady's so good, she can tell you what. Still nothing can happen. They're telling you what you want to hear.
Yeah.
1, 2 things is
yeah,
alright.
they do, they do.
2 years ago, I still be like looking for Denise.
Oh.
Anybody, I went to the Cali Church, the
I know, Cali
Montel
Mike
show,
told
the Maury show with the psychic. I
Really?
went to Sylvia Brown, who told me pay
And
her
Montel Williams.
$700, and I'm sure just for a read, and she can't reach a grandson gonna read. I said, hell no. You know how much people try to rip me
But I
off?
want to compliment, we want to compliment
Oh,
your
yeah.
community, Rhonda,
Yeah.
myself, and so on.
Yeah.
What you have done is to stand up for women and domestic violence and for
Oh.
all peoples here.
I
Much
went
more than
through
them
that.
who said like a big organization and them only saw guy needs a man to beat the wife. That might be so, but these are the
Missing
real
kids.
issues.
I went
Yeah,
to a lot
she
of missing
deserved
kids
the lengths
program
that she went.
in Manhattan. I gave DNA 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
I went to, if they just invite me to the missing kids program in Manhattan every time they got it. For the last 2 years, I
To tell
didn't
your
go.
story.
I think it's like
And what you said about the FBI?
Well, somebody from there said they're gonna call me through a girl that I got contact with, that she from school, but they didn't call back.
Well, listen, I know a lot of you out there, right? You just find yourself in the FBI office where you got it for a cup of coffee or whistleblower program or whatever program you got it to fill your pocket or hang him out with a soup leaf. Be warned, this is a case that you must tell them about.
Yeah.
When you go in a quarrel, but talk about this body, you get $1,000 this or your business this or you don't pay. This is what you got to deal with. This is the most important
And
part.
contact me anytime
And
through
contact her as a main
Rhonda.
Let me tell
evidence.
you
I
guys
will
something.
read
You
it.
see, this is why I'm so pissed off sometimes with the people from this community here, because they don't ever recognize the people that needs to be recognized, like her. It's 25 years she's
And
been
the
looking
needs.
for her daughter. These are women that is on the floor running every day trying to make a difference, okay?
Correct.
And that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to find her daughter. She shows strength and resilient, 100%. These are the women that should be being recognized in these communities.
Correct.
But no, they give these ones that don't deserve nothing because they did nothing. You know, a lot of people would have think, oh my God, first of all, we're the minority in this community. Nobody gives a shit about us. She could have given up a very long time ago, but she still continued to fight and look for her daughter. Now, where is this organization that always giving out awards? Why isn't she ever been given an award for the strength that she's showing, huh? As a woman.
I had a child come to my house through Judge Hatchett. I had to speak with that child about how I felt about my missing daughter. The child had want to run away from home. And they bring that child to my house. And I had to talk with that child. They never even update me with that case.
My gosh.
And I've been to a lot of other missing kids program.
Right.
And I'm in a lot of missing kids program right now that they would send me letters and thank
Coming
me
more
for
so the
that.
camera can see.
Yeah, but women
And
like
what you're
you
saying is so
would not
important
be
stuff, yes.
recognized. Yeah, women
Yes.
like you don't ever be
They
recognized.
can
Rhonda,
keep the recognition.
you got-
All I want them to do is find my child. Well, let me know what
and
happened.
get closure so you know.
Yeah.
Because you're entitled to that as an American citizen. And as a person living, whether you're a citizen or not, everybody who comes to this country here, so you know, is entitled to due process of law. The Constitution states that you're entitled to due process and justice of law. Whether you come through the back door, you come in a banana boat, you drop from a coconut tree, like what Kamala Harris said, drop from the coconut tree, you're damn entitled to justice. You don't got to be no big fancy person.
I write on solve mystery and all these
so
things.
Shoy said, she said, you all need to help this woman to set up a foundation for missing children. She has a lot of information that needs to be put out there so people could understand. Like I said, these are the women that should be recognized within our community. But guess what? These are the women that this community just ignore because she doesn't look that... You need a certain look in this community to fit in, okay? That's the issue with this community. She can't fit in. Guess why? She doesn't look a certain way to them. But she's the women that deserve to be rewarded and honored within our community.
The Polyclass Foundation and all of them, I write every one of them.
You make a good point here, Rhonda, because our community tends to judge people and
by
celebrities
by
looks. Yes.
That's why nobody done them, because when you check, none of them don't vote. None of them don't give you $1 to run for office. They are the worst hypocrites, and most of them live out on Long Island and New Jersey.
So she is a true hero. She is the true pillar of strength. I am a mother, and she's letting me know that I got to be strong for my child every day, and I thank her.
Yes, that's why she's a beacon of light.
Somebody say you gotta look like a Katahar to fit in.
No, not look. Well, no. What it says, Katahar's got to look like fancy white folks to fit in, but that is not true.
No, they're giving awards to people in this community that never did nothing.
And all we get is that the advocate office send, Ms. Rajkumar send, this body send. All they do is print out a paper. They got like thousands of them in the office. They write your name, what award you want, and you try to get me some votes. The issues, then I want to say, oh, call back next week. Oh, you can't get me. I tried to call a councilwoman on the same matter, and I'm a district leader. And she tell me in 2 weeks she's going to see me. So when I go in there, in the 2 weeks, I can say, you know, something, I can run against you next time. Because you don't serve this community. I'm going to give you such a hard time that either I kick you out of office and get my people in, and this is a white person. Or you stand up and do the right thing, and I'm going to see what you're going to do now. Because they got a lot of power, I'm telling you. When they call, people listen. Right up from president to governor to mayor. But guess what, Rhonda, like you rightly said, and not just as Natasha was saying, we were, what was the term she used? We were, Labella used by the word Katahar.
Yeah.
We were treated like Katahar.
They don't care. They don't care. And the fact that we own Guyanese treat us like that to even know, because they think that they're white. They actually think that they're white. So they treat some of us that don't look like them like they're better than us. No, y'all ain't no better than us. They come and they take these positions within this community and they do nothing for us. They come and they shit on us just like the white people did back then.
And take our money for contributions.
That's it.
And build themselves. And you know, they got a lot of things to talk with somebody who don't like me. They talk about
They
things.
had a video last year, came out about Denise. I don't know, I can't remember who put it out.
On
but Denise,
YouTube, yeah.
But Denise had no family and nobody looking for her or nothing. I responded to that video and a comment that here I am and I'm the mother. And I also send the video to 1-800 The Lost. I just call everybody with missing kids when something happens.
You don't play. You on top of things.
If I gotta write the president, I write Unsolved Mystery. All of them already. None of them.
This is actually a very good case to go on Unsolved Mysteries.
I write all of them. They don't
reply so I'm hoping that because that is how they've actually had solutions, you know, from those same shows. Groundbreaking.
All of those shows I write. All of those shows I write.
But just to complete what I was saying, they failed to communicate and so forth. And one month to another, and I popped all the articles so she can see how famous this case is, and I got several more. I run out of ink.
Wait, all of this is from the case?
Yes.
So
this is forgotten things, and then after that, you go through the rest. Well, put these two paper them there. I give you a copy, so I'll copy to you.
Also, there's because
I don't bring certificate for you, but I bring the copy to letter to the DA.
Guys, no, I don't need one of those certificates. Okay? I don't.
A lot of them people in Manhattan that I go to those missing kids programs.
Thank you, certificate.
They always say they can keep up, and nobody.
So all these here are articles is like a lot that is online. You type in Denise Hiraman, and trust me. there is tons and tons of articles on this case. So I don't understand how the police is not seeing none of these articles. Like, what happened? Y'all can't see?
Pick up one police plaza.
It's a lot. So it's crazy.
They have the evidence and they have the people.
DRG,
You got a man sitting in jail, you just got gun knocked and that door going there.
Put his name out
and
there.
you tell me you can't solve this case?
No, they can't.
Burgers, one police plaza.
He said, I have info that is very important to her about her daughter. I will tell her what he knows. The day she ran away, it was snowing. There was a big snowstorm. And he also asked for money to give her information, which is extortion. So from time to time, we got another charge for extortion. He can say, no, I already live a life. You help me out. But okay, tell us what you know. And we can cut a deal with you. We're going to testify. You're going to lead us through. You're going to call names. And we need to have proper names and so on. So this one is
I've begging these police for years to help me to go and meet this Mr. Balgo.
In that time, in
Nobody
1999,
can do nothing.
these cops, when we tried to get them to help us, they never used to take police reports.
No.
They, people used to target Hindu households because, Indian people got a lot of jewelry. They used to see the flags, the Jandi flags. We told them about that. They didn't bother with us. They used to target a lot of things and shoplifting and used to beat up the Sikhs and beat up Guyanese a lot.
Oh,
We used to stood up for them. But around the door, we have stood up for other races like Bangladeshis and Sikhs and so on. They have not tried to form a committee or a coalition with us. They see Guyanese now as people to be pushed out. Like how the Italians came and we took over. And they moved to Howard Beach and other affluent places. They want to push us
Let me
out.
tell you something. Before we start taking care of other races and religion, let me take care of we own first. We're not even doing a good job looking out for we own people.
Exactly.
Why the hell would you go and look out for other people when people right in your community needs help?
Correct.
That's what pissed me off for this. You see, when I start, me ready for them. Yeah?
I hear you.
You see, tomorrow, when I come here, so, you see this piece of paper with a printing and giving I, and I think I am big in this neighborhood. Wait, it's me here tomorrow. She deserves every award there is. She. For strength. That's it. Strength. Like somebody says she's the foundation in this community. Why are these women not being recognized in this community? Why are people not pushing these women
keep
more?
The paper. I don't want the
No,
paper.
you want
I
it.
just want to let it look for this child.
No, look for her. But what I said, the more people come out and rally around her, give her that support, it brings more light to this case. But no, they're too selfish because they think, oh my God, Ron, the name is attached to it, so Ron didn't get the credit for it. I don't want credit for this, okay? I don't. I'm part of this family now, so it's not credit. The more people that rally around this woman, is more light we're shedding onto the matter. All we want is to find these girls, okay? If they're no longer with us, then we just need to put them in a proper resting place. That's it. So this family could go and visit sometimes. That's all they're asking for. So like I said, the more people rally around this woman, okay, Seeta Beran, is better. That's it.
Family, right?
Yeah, for the family, it is.
Well, Rhonda, what you're doing can be no means be self-serving. You can do many other things with your time. But the fact that you have dedicated this program and the vigil and what you're doing has really brought this case right up back there. And now that I'm district leader and so on, I will push it from where I can also.
Yeah.
Together, we can make a difference in this community, like Natasha said.
Yeah,
back then, everybody pulling one side. But now, little Guyana, y'all got to unite. Y'all got to come together.
Of course.
It doesn't matter who represents you or whatever. You got to come together in one voice. Don't criticize those. If you can't do something, don't criticize.
No.
Walk a mile in that person's shoes. Realize, well, what does Rhonda get from this? What does Albert Bada get from
Nothing.
this? Zero.
I
don't get Polauri for doing this or even a tennis roll.
Let me tell you a joke. A woman was about to take all the credit for my hard work. Okay, Sabina Sankar we talking about. But she named as the organizer of this event. I said I partly organized it. She was taking all the credit for my work. That's why I mean she going up the road right now.
Well, she wrote me a very nasty letter, but I tell you the truth. I can offer, just after your story, after y'all clash, she wrote me and so forth and some text, and I just told her, listen, I really couldn't understand you. I think you need a GD. I'm going to tell her this. She should really be educated. Because I can't understand what she's saying, but I know it's something offensive. So people told me, Albert, take the higher plane. Another man, Vishnu Mahadeo, he go around telling everybody, Oh, why you have Albert Baldeo on the show? Why you all do? I still look at
That
the issue.
woman have serious mental health issues.
A parasite in this community.
Okay, mental health issue that woman have. That woman is not a survivor of any type. She got mental health issue. That's it. Like I said, this is what people do to you. You come out, you put in all the hard work, you do the groundwork, you run in the ground, and they just swoop in and take credit for your work. Okay? Like I said, I know this family. Been a part of this family for 2 years. Like, I mean, Tasha's very good friend. I've always been hearing about this story, but on the 25th anniversary, which was in September, they start talking about it more. And then Tasha called me. She said, Rhonda, we want you to put this story out first. So I was like, it's a sensitive topic, you know, and I never wanted to tread on this because you got to know what you're saying when you're putting these cases out like that. So this is something that this family give to me because they trust me with their story, okay? And like I said, I admire her, the strength that she got. And like I said, women like these should be honored because they are the foundation in this community, okay? The strength she shows, a lot of us ain't even got the patience.
There should be a foundation.
Yes.
I've been to a lot of
Denise Hiraman
programs. I've been to a lot
and
of
Shellyann
missing
Sankar.
kids foundation in Manhattan.
We need our own.
They
in
used
this
to
community.
invite me there every year. I give DNA so many times. Nothing
And that's
I
where you
hear
gotta
back.
get people elected because you know what? The whites, the blacks, the Irish,
Well,
the
I
Italians,
never
they have their
know
own
who
money
to elect.
from
I
state
know.
and federal and city
Right now I
government
look at Miss and I know about
to form
politics.
foundation.
I know.
To pursue these. So we gotta get our own people to give money to form foundations here. New schools built, hospitals built, all these things around. This is what this whole empowerment thing is
I
about.
can always
You
be
know how much
thankful to
taxes we
both
pay in
of
Richmond
y'all
Hill?
here.
Much more than any other area. But the Guyanese folks do not recognize, or West Indian people or Caribbean people do not recognize the power you have.
I know.
They fight each other and pull each down like crabs.
You know, I was asking somebody, like, I don't even know who's in charge of Richmond Hill, this community.
Correct.
Who
And
would
it's
be
seven.
the
You got
person?
Gregory Meeks. He's the congressman. You got Senator Adabo.
But
He
who's
lives in
these
Howard
people?
Beach. These are people who are either not of our understanding
Okay.
and they don't live in the community. You got David Weprin. He live all the way out in Hollis. He's
So-
the assemblyman.
Like,
I need people walking around in Richmond Hill with nobody community.
that's what I'm
Tell you
saying. I
something,
look at
some of them are
Liberty.
going to shake our hands.
Liberty is like an eyesore in this community right now. That's the nastiest place
that's
right
true.
now. And it's deteriorating badly. Where is the person that's in charge of these things? What are they doing about it? When you look at it, it's like it becomes an eyesore to the community. It is.
And you may say, well, we need from assemblyman and city council, those are the people of the power. Those are the people who move. I'm one step ahead from there. I could have gone
Like
there
if I
long
want to
if
take
they
you
put
to
me there.
somebody and put you to sit down with, let me say, what you call it?
Say Congressman Meeks. You gotta go tell out in
No,
Jamaica.
you
Say
know
Adabo.
people. Okay, like what's her name? What is that
Lynn
lady?
Shulman?
Red dress lady. Which
Oh, Jennifer Rajkumar.
where's she in charge of?
She in charge of part of Richmond Hill, correct? Yes.
Okay,
She
and
helped-
who's
she got a lot
in
of money
charge
from
of
us.
who's in charge of our part?
Rajkumar is in charge of a large part.
Okay, and
With
somebody
Lynn
else.
Shulman, who is the city
Who
council.
the hell is Lynn Shulman?
She's
I don't even know who
large.
that is. Okay, that's why we need to put our own people in there, so that if I know Albert is Albert, I go into Albert.
correct.
I went
we-
to him, went to
Yeah.
No,
do
don't
that,
liberty. A lot of them don't understand
that
that.
elevator. We do a lot of things for
Yes,
you. Get
we
to
fight
do that
under the
elevator.
American with
I've
Disabilities
been behind
Act.
him with that when we were signing papers.
Correct. What we did wrong, you
Next,
see.
you know, they
We
put
use
away
a
the
law on
man.
them that you can't deprive our pregnant mothers, women, or
For
elderly
climbing
men from climbing up and
stairs.
say yes. Albert is right, Albert Baldeo and
I
Seeta
went
Beran
there.
did the petition just if we're talking here. That
We went
you
to,
must put an elevator
we
there or
went
it's racial discrimination.
And Kaichor, remember?
Yes, Kaichor News,
Metropolitan, there we went to
correct.
the
Would
place.
hit,
We had a
Queens
dinner.
Chronicle.
We had a dinner at Kaichor restaurant
Right.
there. Yes,
We
more
fight a lot of
club
issues,
there.
Rhonda.
Okay.
Even though we don't get paid for it from the government, but it's not about the pay, it's about the power. Money
Okay.
can't buy power. Money cannot buy influence. That's why we need these things to have somebody. For example, somebody tell me, why you're running for office. And I have to laugh at them. I say, you think I need
It's
money?
not the politicians
It's
that
the power.
meeting with her. We don't know who these politicians are. Okay?
And they never met with her.
Like I said, they never met with her. I don't even know who the politicians
Correct.
are.
And
I
if you
know
know, who else
who
would
ain't gonna know? Because I asked this question up to the other night. I was asking somebody. So I said to that person, so you need to send me a list of everybody that's in charge of whatever, so that I could start educating our community
Yes.
how important like local government election is for this community, so that we could hold somebody accountable when
Correct.
shit like this happens.
Correct.
You understand? Who we holding accountable? We got nobody that we could go
I
to.
don't wait till the horse bold the stable.
No.
Then you look for somebody, you know?
And what I
Yes.
find, I see a lot of people requesting me friend requests, but I don't know if it's because of this.
It's because of this
But
case.
But
It's because of
I
this
just
case.
put deny for all of them removed because I don't know who is who and I can't accept
Yeah.
everybody.
Oh, I see what
So
you mean.
if you want to
You're scared.
send me a direct message, just send me a message so I could read it and then know, you know, if I could
What your
accept you or
agenda
not.
is, yes.
Ron, I thought I saw a foundation, you know, for her.
Where?
I'm not so sure.
What
I
foundation?
saw when I was going through that thing like a foundation was formed, do you know? We got to be careful.
No,
that
because
these
people open up
go through.
foundations
She's
in
right.
these families' names.
Especially
and they don't
Richmond
even know
Hill.
that they exist.
They collecting money and stuff.
Richmond Hill is a king for foundation, for fraud foundations. They got a lot
Yes.
of them out there. We had an issue like that last year. We talked
Look,
about it.
I gotta
Money,
They
I
don't
don't send
file
money
taxes.
to nobody. I
They collect
need
the
no
money.
money. I
They had two
need
fires
justice.
in Jamaica, and that same red dress we talk about was involved in that. We don't know where the money went. 2 families' houses burned down.
I
we
don't
don't know
need
what happened to
nobody money at all. Not that I'm rich, but I just
No, but
need
even
justice.
if there's a foundation
Yeah, don't send
to
no
help to
money
bring
to
justice,
nobody.
it
Yeah.
must come from Seeta Beran.
Direct,
Yes.
direct.
But
First
y'all
committee.
know I don't ever collect money for nobody. I don't touch money. So if y'all want to donate anything, it go contact Seeta Beran. Okay? Why I think I don't do that?
What
though?
they do?
I know
If
it's bad
people
name.
have to donate, I tell them if it's money, send it directly to the people. I always put out those people information
Yeah, no, this
when
is
it comes
good,
to
yes.
money. Now, if it's clothes and stuff you want to drop off, I'll collect
I
that
don't
from
need
you and
no
drop
money.
it off.
I am okay.
But when
I
it comes
just-
to money, I don't handle
Y'all
money.
could help
No.
me find justice.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is
I don't
closure.
need no money. Just help me find
Yeah, that's
justice.
it. That's what's to sign the petition. Sign this
Yes.
petition.
Yes.
So that we could get these signatures and that would help to reopen the case. The more, let me tell you something. This story with this little boy that was bullied, that unalived himself and
Yeah.
so
I'm
that.
going
You
there
see that
Sunday.
petition got over 20,000 signatures.
Yes.
Okay? But in cases like these here, you see the entire Trinidad signed out. But Guyanese have a problem with supporting each other.
Yes,
Okay?
yes.
Especially in causes
Sign
like
that,
these.
sign that petition.
Sign the petition. It takes you 2 minutes to sign a petition. That's the thing.
You're gonna put it out, right?
Yes, I'm going to do the petition for you. Definitely going to put one out. Just sign it. The more signatures, the same way I rally for every other country, rally for this woman because she is Guyanese, okay? Denise Hiraman, Guyanese. So that is what we're pushing for. Both of these, and even though she's Guyanese, she still loves Shellyann, who's Trinidadian
Yes.
the same way.
Oh, she
okay?
was like a daughter to
She
me.
been fighting for a girl that she, no relations to her, okay? Been fighting for her. So like
The
I
same
said,
fight, yeah.
you guys, this is a cause that you guys need to rally around as a community. This is it. Get these cases reopened. I would feel so proud if they could just reopen these cases and she gets some sort of closure, some sort of peace. That's going to make her happy. Just at least we know that they're doing something finally. After 25 years, do something. That's it. Just do something. Bring them girls home. That's all we ask.
Bring them home, bring
Bring
their
them
body
home,
home,
bring their body
bring
home, whatever
whatever
it
it
is. Yes.
is.
The
I
remains,
can live
whatever
with
case
it
is.
now. It's a long time. I just want to know why, when, where, how.
You know, that's
And
so
justice.
touching when you said bring that. And I
Yeah.
don't see why your plea from a mother
Is not being heard.
and
That is the
respected.
thing.
This
Yeah,
is
it's not
something
being
very,
heard.
very bad.
Definitely not being
in-
heard.
unjust.
25
This is not
years.
like a wallet gets stolen,
No.
I know.
car get hit.
No.
Well,
This is the
it's
worst
got a
form of injustice,
strong,
a life,
you know,
2 lives.
put up a strong faith. It got times when I break down,
Yeah,
but
we
I'm
Of course, don't cry. I know. It's sad.
You just got to put yourself in the shoe of a mother.
Mm-hmm.
All of you out there. And those who've lost. I've lost a daughter, but I was in teenage.
And we all mothers
infancy.
too.
We
That's
all
the
mothers
thing.
too.
So
We've lost loved ones.
yeah.
You can be, it's so inhumane to say, well, you know, I don't care, that's somebody else's problem. And you think if you don't care in this community, some other community gonna care? You think all them fancy people talk to a big fancy American and wear fancy suit? You think they care about you too much? You know how they look upon us as babysitters, janitors? One of them, I went to a top conference of immigration lawyers, and he tell me he want coffee. We don't figure in his mind that this little Indian man here,
I'm gonna go and buy coffee.
he must see the waiter. He must see the Mexican bringing the coffee in this room. Let me tell you something. I'm one of the top immigration lawyers. I was in my heyday, you know. And I put him in his place. He apologized. But I'm just showing
time
you.
You gotta make appointment to see you. You can't come in and see you. I remember all of that.
But, you know, I had thousands of
I
people.
used to go there and sit down.
Thousands of people.
What's up?
Okay. We couldn't see him live. We thought it was finished.
Oh no. They somebody was calling in. That's why it passed. So I.
So Natasha, you come in here.
Come
Let's
say
talk a little bit part about the school.
Tasha. Say you got anything you want to say as we close out?
No, Mr. Baldeo can get Polaroid today.
Oh no, I didn't mean anything. You always take care of me. I meant for the people out there, not.
I'm just kidding.
Seeta Beran is family, and we may have had we have a professional relationship, but they're family. So I didn't mean to say the lack of giving me Polaroid has in any way, shape, or form connected to any family member here. You understand?
No, well,
but those out there know who I'm talking
You
about.
want to say anything before we
Well,
close?
I just want to thank everybody for watching the live and getting thank RHONDA Bob and Mr. Albert Baldeo for getting the story out there.
Thank the girl for the newspaper.
The newspaper.
Oh yes.
I didn't see it yet.
What's her
Simone,
name?
I think.
Simone?
Yeah,
Trying to
very
get
much
that
it's in
newspaper,
Culture
I
News.
gotta
It's
go.
in
Caribbean Life.
Caribbean,
Life,
and
yeah.
it's in newsroom today,
Newsroom
which is
today.
good. So this
Hopefully
is
we
getting
could
the
get some,
coffee.
hopefully we could get some closure one way or the other. We're hoping for good, but the odds are against us because it's been 25 years.
Yes.
Whatever it is, at least hopefully we have some.
We get
peace,
some closure. At least
right?
can sleep in peace. I know this is what
RHONDA, thanks for
happened.
everything, girl.
No
Good
problem.
job.
Thank
We
you
can drink
both,
too,
and
Margaret,
thank
just
everybody
now.
that also went out to the visual and
Yes.
say the
Oh,
word.
yes.
Thanks everybody for that.
That was nice. Definitely was. This is not the last time y'all gonna hear from we with this case.
Well, keep them updated
We can
as
keep
we-
banging
Yes,
it in
we have
your
to keep them
ears.
updated, yes.
We can keep it banging in your ears. We want justice, okay? That's it. We wanna bring those girls home. At this point, let them just find them. Do your job, okay? Let me call this thing. Anyways, guys, I am wrapping up now. And like I said, you will get an update on what's happening. Mr. Baldeo is going to submit this letter to the district
With the
attorney's
exhibits,
office.
yes.
With all the exhibit, hoping that she, as a mother, like he said to a mother,
And a public official.
and a public official also reopen this case. Just give the word, and that would be so nice. Let somebody do something about it. Anyways, guys, thank you all for joining us. We will see you guys
And
later.
have a happy Sunday.
And have a
thanks to the
great
Beran
Sunday.
family, and thank you, RHONDA,
No
for
problem,
spending time
Albert.
off to bring such a great issue out there.
Definitely.
Keep up the good work for being a fighter and an advocate for this
Yes.
community.
Thank you so
And
much.
I want to make it very sure that RHONDA is not being paid for any of
Oh,
this
no, no, no,
information.
no, 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 no,
No,
no.
we don't want money. And
I
this
do
is
not get
about money.
paid for the work that
This
I do,
is about
sir.
empowerment and enlightenment
Yes.
and justice. So y'all bear when y'all go and
I
talk
don't
y'all
get
things
paid.
out there.
I don't have no
Oh
money
yeah,
to
they
pay.
love
ain't
to
got no
say,
money.
you know they love to say how people pay me for do. Nobody don't pay me for do no story. That is how they try to scam the man. Look, you see this whole life, how much how we went there, make $4.50
Oh,
right
my
now. Okay?
gosh.
$4.50
For this
for
one.
all this hour that
Pay for
I've
one
Oh,
hour
my
that you
God.
make for your ride.
Oh my God.
Really? $4.50. Thank you to whoever contributed that. But like I said, I don't get paid. They never pay me to do this story. This is family to me
I
right
don't know
now.
how
You
to
see why
pay.
that ain't she out?
I have to make
That's
a
what we
contribution.
do. Of
Very
course.
close.
Like I said,
$4.50. Is that $5 Polaroid?
Yeah.
Polaroid gone up.
so yes, people
I'm
that
telling
love
you.
to peddle that lie within this community that people are paying me to tell stories or do stories. No.
You just
If
look
I
at
see
it.
injustice, I speak
Call it
about
out.
it. And like I said, I ain't nobody friend. All right? You're wrong. I can say you're wrong. So don't think because you come and you butter me up and you're talking nice to me, you're going to do shit and I can just overlook it because we the start. It don't work in me, book. That's why I said I don't accept no award. I don't want none. The piece of paper that you are printing and charging. What is charging? 300, 1,500 for a piece of paper.
Campaign contribution to them and they don't come back.
Me? I want a piece of paper hang it up where I go in and I can do my own a paper, my own certificate now, and
trophy,
and put it up, okay, on my wall, and I can show y'all how much I can get by the end of the week. Every day I print one.
Yeah.
That's it. Every day I print one.
Your reward is in heaven, Rhonda.
That's
Cherry
it.
Jagging to tell Bornham. The Bornham said we want to get out of election. The highest I want to get is to keep it like
you know what my reward is?
My reward is up there.
When I go out and my supporters come to me and say, oh my God, like, we love that story. Thank you for highlighting that story. Thank you. The thank you for my supporters. Thank you for being the voice of this community. That is my reward. Okay? Yes. That is it.
That's why I'm so happy that you're here now, because our community never had this.
No, never.
And, we as lawyers, we were careful that you could be sued and blah blah blah,
Yeah,
and people thought that, people like guys like right, might tell you some guys that got GD back right, and we're right all about you. So we were sort of like, I would say scared, but we have to be careful.
Of course.
Till I break loose and I said, you know what, enough is enough.
No, I stopped being scared. I stopped being scared.
Inspire all of us.
Let me tell you something. I stopped being scared of lawsuit, but because I heard that one individual that owned a lounge on Liberty Avenue, he lose like 20 them civil suit where you have to pay back people borrow money. And he pay back none yet. Okay, and he lose all the case. I mean, I no assets neither.
Take you.
Me got no asset. Take me, all right? Take me. Because when you sue me, it's me. You get it. That's it. And I know you want to be stuck with me for the rest of your life. You sue me, it's me you get in, all right? And I know you want to get stuck with me for the rest of your life. So guess what? I sue. I threaten with defamation every day. I don't care. I'm going to continue to speak. And I got in the court and I tell him, yes, I said it because it's true. All right?
Yeah.
I got in the it's true. That's why I said it.
Well, truth is a complete defense to defamation, so.
No, I know.
That will
but anytime you see I come and I put something out here, sir, and like I said, I will be doing a live addressing Seeta Sankar again today because she have to submit that, she said she have a non-profit organization named Helping Hands.
Oh, Helping Hands.
I look for it, it doesn't exist. And she said she got 6 women that she sheltering at her home.
Oh, yes, I think
so she ran a shelter at she house. So we would like to see these things. Like you went and tell these lies to get what? A piece of paper? For hang on your wall? Or for put on Facebook? Well, I've looked into that organization. It does not exist. Okay? Does not exist.
So
she deserves what any award in this. She deserves it.
Right.
Okay? That's it.
And those folks that got all these corporations, including those individuals you mentioned, they got to file taxes, they got to file things.
That's what, and then I was told legally if I request to see those documents, she have an obligation to show it to me.
Yes, and in a lot of these mandates, I've told people, if you go to the mandate, the imam or the pandit, they said, you're Section 501, so you non-profit organization, I'd like to see the tax return.
Guess what? They have to show it to you. Y'all have to know your rights. That's why I tell a lot of y'all, stop coming and comment if you don't know the laws of this country. I know my rights in this country. That's why I said, if I walk into a mandate and request certain things, you have to give it to me. These are non-profit organizations. She's claiming that she have a non-profit organization, and I said, I want the location of it so that I could walk in and request your financial documents, because guess what? By law, I'm required to see it. I want to see what your earnings with, how you're taking care of these 6 women that living in your house, okay? Why are you getting awards in this community when you have not done any work? That's it. You're not a domestic violence survivor. Nobody has ever verified any of your stories. None. Who verified them? Huh? They just come on the internet. Oh my God, my husband did this to me. My husband did that to me. But with no verification of any of these things. So it means that any woman could come out and say anything publicly. Nobody verifies. And then they go up there and they preach. And every time they tell this story, it gets more, what do you call it?
Credibility.
No, not credibility. The story gets more more wild with
Oh,
accusation.
oh,
okay? It's like every time they tell the story, 2 more things added,
Oh,
3
you
more
call
things
that
added.
Prophet, the add-on prophet.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Like,
add-on prophet.
stick to the story.
Yeah, he's good for that. Yeah, the add-on.
Okay? These stories
Embellish.
get more elaborate
Embellish.
when they start talking on the internet. We have to verify these victims. As a matter of fact, if these crimes happen in Guyana, okay, you move here, it cannot count here, okay? It can't. We cannot worry about what happened in Guyana. You have women here that is facing abuse every day. Violence against women every day is happening right here in our yard, right here in our backyard, Richmond Hill. Why are we worried about women that from 30 years ago you get abused in Guyana? Okay, you come, you speak, yes, but what about the women that are here, that are being documented, that have all evidence to support that? Why are those women not being highlighted, eh? Why?
Rhonda, these 5 women you're talking about.
The 6 women are
6 women, do you know if they exist?
No, I never heard of it until yesterday when
But
I got a
you
call.
gotta get a license for this thing. You just can't put people in your
That's
house and say,
what
wash my
says
clothes, clean the
6.
toilet. Let me
I
use
don't
the secret.
know.
This thing don't work
I
like that.
never get recommendations.
And then you get
for
tax
nothing
break
that
for
I
6
do.
people. This thing
I'm
might be
a
another big fraud in the making.
I take care of people. I'm a nurse and assistant for
You gotta be
18
certified
years,
like that.
certified nurse
Correct.
and
If
assistant.
you got
Yes.
child care,
12
domestic
years
violence,
of home
you got to
health
get
care. I never even
certificates.
get nothing.
Look,
You
a man,
never-
man.
All these people. No, I get a lot of paper certificates.
You're
from
right. No, I
jobs.
know you do the right
That's
thing. I
it.
see a lot of
Okay.
people live with you.
But I take care of a
So
lot
I tell you,
of people
better
pass
check
through
out the
my
certificates.
So you're a nurse and assistant for how
Nurse
many?
at 18
And
years.
to get
18
license.
years.
Everything
Got a little
you gotta
Cook
get
Healthcare
license.
Center in Manhattan.
Okay, see,
Fifth
see,
Avenue.
she
Working
helps the
at
community
present
too.
now, I'm
Yeah.
over 70, still working for visiting nurse
Yeah?
service.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
part-time.
God bless you.
I don't
Never
give
seen
up.
that.
So
Never-
she's also a frontline
never
worker.
seen a
Yes.
struggle. Yes, she says
She is a frontline.
I
Yes.
was through
She
all
deserves better
the
than what
time.
you're getting, of course.
No, you know we gotta come out and do Sheila. Tell a sad. Even though your story's sad, you gotta
Well,
up it a little more.
how I could do that, me and I want for
Yeah,
The
that's
one
right.
we drag on the road
Yeah.
and gone bet them. But
That's
we
it.
can drag some of us
I
got a
am
little
happy
education,
with
we
what
got a
I
right.
did.
Yes.
And we
And
got
I
coaching,
want
and we got media
blessing.
now.
I got God blessing. I am blessed.
Well, I got one more show organized for you for next Sunday, but this is more on a mainstream media. She owns a whole media company, whatever the case is, and she
Well,
wants to
I
go
doing
story
this
with
little
you.
home care up to 4 o'clock. After 4
After
o'clock,
4
you
o'clock
can have me.
Sunday. Yes,
So
fine.
Rhonda is still $4.50 only. You got $4.50, or has it increased?
Yeah, like
No,
a
it's
double it
4.50.
up.
Because I call upon the audience now to contribute to Rhonda. This is appalling that she's doing so many great things.
Listen to me.
And all you give her is a serving
They
of
can't
palauri,
even pay the
or
toll
I
for she
think that's
come out
a
and
whole
pay
No,
wheat bread,
but
or a,
yet-
Can't pay the toll for
or a
come over here
salara.
with that.
Shame. Yes, the toll. Oh, guys, you guys should be
Listen to me.
ashamed.
The
Give the
thing
lady some
about
money.
it is that I get accused every day of taking money for stories like
$4.50
this.
for such a
I
program,
don't.
eh?
$4.50.
$4.50.
That is my payment for this
Well, I should
segment
do
today.
better than you, because you don't get none.
Well, true,
You
but
cannot-
when this program done, I know for those she can show me how when I got on. Because
A lot of time as well,
But what I'm saying, all these
stars
folks
or
out there
something,
must
you know what to
contribute to her show, because these shows take a lot of time from her
A
heart
lot of things
and her care, and it's something we need to follow in the
But I
I
don't know
community.
how
just
to do it.
entertain these fans.
No, I don't know how
You
to
know,
Look,
my
our
send it.
support.
community need
yeah.
fighters.
Oh,
Rhonda.
yes,
What you doing now,
definitely.
many people can do.
And
I am telling you.
And that's what I keep
And I
telling
do a
people.
lot of things for free for people with home
Correct.
care. You know how much people I help out.
That's the thing.
Why ain't got this and they ain't got pamper and they ain't got
But
that.
you see,
and
I can
know.
give you an award, all right?
No
I'm going to
worries.
give you
I
an
keep
award.
your award. Give me justice.
Get your justice.
Yeah,
Justice
exactly.
can be
Keep
showered.
your
Justice.
award.
Justice deserved.
Award
Justice.
is a
For her.
piece of paper. I
Justice
ain't
can
for
be
that.
she award, okay?
Yeah.
We're gonna reward her.
Whether
with
it's
justice.
good or
At least.
whether it's
That's the minimum
bad,
she's entitled to.
whether it's good or whether it's bad, I could handle it. Just
Yeah.
give
Yes, at
it
this
to
stage,
me live and
where you just have
direct.
closure on
I
that
want
aspect of your
closure. I
life.
want to know if my daughter's deceased. Okay, well, let me give you a good send off.
Yes.
And if anybody
then
in
I know
Guyana
why,
or
when, where,
Trinidad
and
know
how.
about this, they must similarly
I
contact her
also
or
want to
Rhonda
know
or
about
myself.
Shellyann
Yeah.
family. If anyone
Check me
here
out on
are
the internet,
watching,
you'll see.
try contact Rhonda because I want to get in contact with the family again.
Or you can
Okay.
contact me too. You can
Oh
see
yeah, I
it,
got the
on
cousin's
Facebook.
number, you know.
And I want it.
You
And
know
I'm
the
going
thing
to
about
Trinidad
it?
and meet them again.
You know why my show is so important? Because when I put out those stories, they really didn't know. You met Shellyan's mother, right?
I met the mother, the grandmother, and the two aunties.
But because of
the
this
niece
show
and nephew.
here,
I
3
didn't
of
make
our
that
cousins
uncle.
reached out to me via social media, and one of them even showed up So the vigil that day.
Yes.
And apart from that, the mother is in Trinidad. That's the only person Seeta Beran know. Now we know of 4 cousins that we've been speaking to, you know. And one of them actually showed up there, and that was so